complex mortgage world, finding the right direction can be challenging. That's where Lighthouse Advisors comes in. With over 25 years of experience, we provide fractional leadership and executive oversight, guiding companies through transitions, growth, and innovation. From IMBs to brokers to credit unions to tech firms, our team of seasoned professionals is here to shine a light on solutions, ensuring your business thrives in every environment. At Lighthouse Advisors, we don't just guide, we empower. Together, let's create a ripple of success across the industry. Email us today at laura@lighthouseadvisors.com. Thank you for joining us today for another episode of Illuminating Solutions, the podcast where we shine a light on the challenges and opportunities facing the mortgage industry today. And we offer real solutions to help you grow and thrive. I'm your host, Laura Brandeo, CEO of Lighthouse Advisors, and today we are joined by the incredible Tara Healy. She is our compliance expert at Lighthouse Advisors, and we are thrilled to have her with us today. So, Tara, we're going to jump right in. You have built a reputation as a go-to compliance expert in the mortgage industry, especially during challenging market conditions. Can you share how your Compliance Helpdesk Bundle helps lenders resolve complex compliance issues quickly, efficiently, and why is this crucial for maintaining regulatory excellence?
So the Help Desk Bundle is a comprehensive support system for lenders navigating just the ever-evolving landscape of mortgage lending as it is, and it always has been. The Help Desk offers immediate rapid fire answers to questions, which a lot of companies need, especially with just shrinking markets and whatnot. Really, the benefit of having that compliance bundles, the help desk bundle rather, is that speed and efficiency. It's getting answers quick for your loan officers. It's getting answers quick for your underwriters or closers who are all trying to close that one particular loan that needs help now and cannot wait. It also helps you mitigate potential risk. So instead of somebody just, for lack of a better term, winging it and then finding out that they could have avoided a slip up, it gives them that guidance immediately to avoid any potential negative impacts down the road. And then more importantly, it also just keeps you just regulatory compliant in front of regulators. So when you are audited, you're not making those mistakes during the process that turn into penalties later.
So Tara, just quickly, what would be an example of someone utilizing, like give me an example of like a question or something that they would ask, because I want to apply like real life to everyone that's listening to this.
TRID, even though it's been out for a number of years, TRID related questions come up often. When's the earliest I can close this? When do I really have to pay a cure? How do I figure out that cure? Some people are dealing with systems that do not do that calculation for them. Or there are some people who are saying, I have to cure this, right? Well, you know what? Let's just go ahead and cure it. I'd rather do that than not cure it and get in trouble later. And sometimes they don't need to cure it. Sometimes they do need to wait an extra day or along those lines, and those things can have long-term impacts, whether it's a buyback from an investor or it comes up in an audit and you're having a penalty to pay for that.
That makes total sense. And yes, I can recall, calling my compliance team many, many times asking those questions. So this is such a great service to offer. Okay, so next up, for companies that may not need a full-time compliance officer, but still want to stay on top of regulations, please tell us about your part-time compliance officer bundle, because that really is such a great solution. So walk us through how this service helps organizations stay compliant with marketing reviews, with licensing, with training, without that very large commitment of a resource.
And so the part-time compliance bundle is highly flexible and cost-effective solution for many companies who are already doing well from a compliance perspective, but may have a need in one particular area that may come up, and this is where we could step in. So for like marketing reviews, hey, we really need help with marketing reviews we have somebody doing it, but they're bombarded with this other project. Can you step in and help? So we have the expertise to help with that. It's building out policies and procedures. Hey, we have a person who is doing a lot for us right now. That person's swamped. We need to revisit all our PMPs. Can you take a look to make sure that we're golden there? It's training. Sometimes it's hey, we really think we need some additional help on. I'll use TRID since I just used that as an example. Can you come in and provide some compliance training for TRID? Or can you write job aids for that? So these are very focused depending on the need of the organization. Again, it's highly flexible and cost effective. I have an immediate need for X, and here let's talk about what your help you need and how we can find a solution for that particular problem for you.
That is great. I mean, especially when you think about some busy seasons like licensing season, right? Or certain
It's upon
audit
us.
season. Yes, exactly. So when those things pop in, this is an option and a very, very great, valuable option for companies. So thank you. That's great. Okay, so with increasing regulatory scrutiny, having a robust compliance management system is more important than ever. What are some key areas where your compliance advisory services bundle can enhance a company's compliance efforts, particularly when preparing for state or investor exams or addressing fair lending practices?
So it's essential for companies to, when they're looking to bolster their compliance management systems or CMS, since we love our acronyms in this industry, particularly in heightened regulatory systems, there are a couple of key areas that people need to focus on. You hit upon them. One is the state examination preparedness. I would say state exams is, and I've been doing state exams for longer than I would like to admit, but they're more of an art form and a science. They're not as clear cut and dry as the questions itself are pretty can be complex. And so oftentimes there's two ways you can look about it. It's the compliance consultant services to take that in-house and answer those questions on your behalf, or it's hey, we're getting to a new state. Can you do a mock audit on us to make sure that we're compliant in a particular state? So we can help you prepare or complete an exam depending on what your actual need is. But again, it helps reduce ultimately your risk. So, and onto that, it's this compliance advisory service ultimately is allowing you to manage your risk as an organization. And so again, whether it's state preparedness or responding to exams or what does my HMDA's data say about me? I think everyone saw in the headlines without naming names of companies getting hit based on information that kind of came up on their HMDA data. And so having an advisory to say, here's what things you need to take a look at. Here are some steps that you can take to issue some guardrails is beneficial for a company and ultimately helps them to manage their compliance management system effectively and ultimately mitigate risk and keeping the company compliant in the long run.
I absolutely love this, Tara. I mean, from someone that ran a few IMBs, I can tell you that a lot of this sometimes is ebbs and flows. And sometimes, there's this bottleneck that happens and you don't think about bringing someone in to assist with some of these components to allow the normal things that need to flow through. You're providing these great options, for regardless of what size of a company you have. There are many a times where it's like, don't allow that bottleneck. You don't need to add another team member. We can just help with particular situations that come in, allow your team to handle the regular stuff that's going on, and it can just be a complement to your organization. And we all know also the value of having that outside perspective, that value of sometimes having some eyes from that outside perspective can enlighten the situation and be able to, again, to use to what you said, of course, we want to prevent risk. We want to always be aware of maybe there's something that outside perspective can discover that maybe you're missing when you're a little too close to it. So thank you. Wow, Tara, you have truly enlightened us and really shown us some things that I don't think people have thought about. So thank you for your expertise. Thank you for giving us some explanation of some of the bundles that are available. And for everyone out there listening, if you want to find out more about this, if you want to learn about this, these aren't the only things that Tara has to offer. There's many, many more, but this gets your mind thinking about some of the great ways that she can help your organization. So email us at discovery@lighthouseadvisors.com. Let us know what your needs are, and we will put you in touch with Tara. Thank you so much, Tara, for joining us, and keep shining brightly, my friend.
Thank you.